My uncle stole my entire childhood home before I even knew it was mine. Sounds impossible, right? But let me tell you what really happened. When I was a kid, I always wondered why my parents rented tiny apartments, while my uncle lived in this huge family house, the house my grandparents built with their own hands. He always said, "One day, this house will be for all of us." I believed him. Fast forward years later, my grandparents passed away. That's when the truth began to unravel. We all gathered for the will reading. I was nervous but hopeful. This was the home where we had all celebrated birthdays, where my grandparents had raised us with love. Surely it would be shared fairly. But when the lawyer opened the folder, the words nearly knocked the air out of me. Quote, "The property at Willow Lane is left solely to Mr. Thomas Carter." My uncle, just him, not my mom, not her siblings, not anyone else. I couldn't believe it. My mom's face went pale, her hands trembling. She whispered, "That's not possible. That's not what mom and dad promised." For weeks, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Why would my grandparents leave everything to just one child? It didn't make sense. And then one night, while cleaning out old boxes in my mom's closet, I found an envelope. Inside were photocopies of my grandparents' original will, dated years before the one the lawyer read. In that will, the house was meant to be divided equally among all their children. Every single one. My heart raced. That meant only one thing. Somewhere along the way, the will had been changed. I confronted my uncle. He didn't deny it. He just leaned back in his chair, smirked, and said, "Sometimes you have to do what's best for the family. And trust me, I know best." I wanted to scream. Best for the family? He stole their legacy. He stole our home. But then he dropped another bomb. He had taken care of the paperwork when my grandparents were sick, when they were too weak to read, too tired to fight. He pressured them into signing documents they barely understood. He called it responsibility. I call it manipulation. My mom never recovered from that betrayal. She avoided family gatherings, stopped driving past the house, even stopped talking to her brother entirely. The place that should have united us became the symbol of everything we lost. And every time I see that house, freshly painted, windows glowing at night, I don't see a home anymore. I see the lie my uncle built on greed. Family isn't supposed to do this, but sometimes the people closest to you are the ones who cut the deepest. If you want more stories like this, subscribe so you don't miss new stories.